Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mawahib Private School, Mathematics Department. How are you, grade 1? I hope that all of you are fine. Today we are going to complete Unit 16, Lesson C. Our topic is about dividing by 10. And you can follow this topic in your pupils book pages 187, 188, and 189. In the previous lesson, we learned how to divide by 5. And today, we are going to divide by 10. Let's read our objective for today. Today, we are going to divide by 10 using sharing equally and grouping. As usual, we have to start our lesson with the remember. We have to remember some concept that we are going to use to learn about the new lesson for today. What do you see in the picture? 10. So can you count in tens? It's time to start. Let's count in tens. Look at Jonathan. He is buying tens of paint to sell in his shop. Let's help him to count the tens of paint in groups of 10. Let's get started. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Can you complete until 100? I know you can do it. Now, let's recall and use multiplication facts for the timetable 10. This will help us when we are going to divide by 10. We will have just 3 questions, then we are going to start our lesson. Are you ready? Let's try it out. 2 times 10 equal what? If you have 10 for 2 times or 2 groups of 10 equal what? Try to think. Are you ready to give the answer? Very good. 2 by 10 or 2 times 10 equal 20. Let's try one more. What about 6 times 10? Can you do it? Can you find the answer? Start to skip by 10 and find the answer. And I can help you. Do you remember how we can do it? Open 6 fingers. But at this time, on each finger we will consider that we have 10. And then we will start to skip by 10 until we find the answer. You can do it now. Open 6 fingers, skip by 10, and find the answer. Are you ready? Very good. 6 by 10 equal 60. Let's try the last one. 9 times 10 equal what? Try to think. If you have 9 groups of 10 equal what? Open 9 fingers, skip by 10 until you get the answer. Are you ready? Did you find the answer? Well done. 9 times 10 equal 90. Multiplication and division. We said in the last lesson that there is a relation between multiplication and division. And we said that we can solve division with the help of multiplication. And because today we are going to divide by 10, let's have a look on this multiplication sentence from table 10. 2 times 10 equal 20. Or I can say it in another way, 2 groups of 10 equal 20. Look at this picture. I have some flowers. And if I'm going to write a multiplication sentence about these sunflowers, I will say, I have 2 groups of 10. 2 groups of 10 flowers in each equal 20. So in the multiplication sentence, I start with the number of groups, multiply by how many in each group equal the total. But how can I write a division sentence out of this multiplication sentence? Do you remember how we write the division sentence? what we should start with? Very good. I will start with the total number, which is 20, divided by the number of groups, which are 2, equal how many in each group? 10. Or I can change and start again with the total number, 20, divided by how many in each group? 10, equal the number of groups, 2. So this is how I can write the division sentence out of the multiplication sentence. Multiplication sign or division sign. Here is some of the keywords for multiplication. We can use the word times, groups of, equal groups, multiply, and all together. And also the word each. I want you to look at this picture. We have here 4 groups of 10 equal how many all? 40. Now how can you write a multiplication sentence? I told you how we can write it. Can you help me to write it? Very good. I will write 4 times 10 equal 40. What about the division sign? Let's read some of the keywords of division. Divide, each, between, share, how many in each, divided by. These are the keywords of division. Now look at this picture, the same picture, but I'm going to write now a division sentence. I have 4 groups of 10 equal 40. Can you write the division sentence? Which number you will start with? I can hear you. You said you will start with the total, which is 40, divided by 4 equal 10. And you can write one more. Try to think about it. I'm not going to tell you. You can do it by yourself. Now, grade 1, let's start in the pupil's book, page 187. Get ready with your book so you can follow the following examples from your pupil's book. Let's learn together. Example 1. Share 30 sweets equally among 10 children. How many sweets does each child get? Look at the girl, what she is saying. Make 10 equal groups. And you can see the groups here are already done. We make 10 equal groups. And we shared now the 30 sweets among the 10 children. So now, how many for each child? You can check and you can tell the answer. Very good. 3 for each child. But how we can write a multiplication sentence about this picture? Can you help me? First, tell me how many groups we have. We have 10 groups of how many sweets in each group? 3 sweets in each group. Now we can write it as a multiplication sentence. 10 times 3 equal 30. 30 is the total number. Can you write now the division sentence? 30 divided by 10. I have 30 sweets. I share it equally between 10 children, so it's equal to 3. I give 3 for each child. Example 2. Divide 50 circles into groups of 10. How many groups of circles are there? At this time, I'm going to make groups. I will make groups of 10. Then I will find the number of groups. I have here how many groups? Very good. I have 5 groups. So if I have 50 divided by 10 equal 5. Now, can we write a multiplication sentence? Let's try to do it. Start with the number of groups. How many groups we have? We have 5 groups of 10 in each. Equal how many circles in all? 50. So 5 times 10 equal 50. How can I write now a division sentence? I will start with the total number, which is 50, divided by 10. The number in each group equal 5, which is the number of groups, because here I used grouping to find the number of groups. It's time to practice grade 1. You can follow these questions from your pupils book, page 188. Let's start with the first question. Put 20 apples equally into 10 groups. How many apples are there in each group? We need to find how many apples are there in each group. And we need to make 10 equal groups. Look at the apples. They are arranged in a very nice way that will help you to make them in 10 equal groups. Can we start? Let's start to make 10 equal groups. And then we will find how many in each group. You hold your pencil and you start to make the groups with me. See? I'm making 10 equal groups. Look at the number of the apples. I finished. I make 10 equal groups. Now how many in each group? I have 2 in each group. So the answer of 20 divided by 10 equal 2. And you can use multiplication. Do you remember? You ask yourself, which number if I multiply by 10 it will make 20? 2. So I need 2 in each group. So there are 2 apples in each group. Well done. Question number 2. Put 60 flowers into groups of 10. At this time we will make groups of 10. Then we will find how many groups of flowers are there. Let's start to make groups of 10. You hold your pencil and you start to make the groups with me. If you count the flowers in this way, you will find I'm putting each 10 flowers in one group. Now I finished grouping my flowers. Did you finish? Count how many groups we have. But before you count, let me ask you, which number if you multiply by 10, it will equal to 60? You can use your mind. Very good. 6 by 10 equals 60. So now I have how many groups? You can make sure of your answer. I have 6 groups. So 60 divided by 10 equals 6. So there are 6 groups of flowers. Thank you, grade 1. I hope you enjoyed our lesson for today. Thank you, parents, for your cooperation.